Hey guys, welcome to a one-off Let's Play. In this episode, we'll be taking a look at Loop Hero. Now, just a heads up, for those who don't know, Loop Hero was developed by Russian developers, like a little Russian indie studio, I think, and it's published by somebody else. But at the moment, due to the Russian conflict with Ukraine, you can still buy it on Steam, but the developers are not getting money due to embargoes. And I know when this first happened, the developer said just pirate it, because they didn't agree with the Russian invasion, so they said just pirate it. And at the time, at least, the publishers agreed. They're like, yeah, go ahead. I don't know if that's still the case, but just so you know, while it is a Russian studio, they have said that they do not agree with the Russian-Ukraine conflict, and they are not getting payment for any sales through Steam, I guess. I'm not sure if it's on any other platforms. But just so you know, by the way, I purchased this back in Christmas, so it hadn't started yet, and I'm just going to go ahead and highlight it because who knows how long this conflict is going to last. But I'd still like to just put it out there that there's some complications with the developers actually getting the finances from sales from this title at the moment. Anyway, this is Loop Hero. It is a roguelike. Let's see. Let's do my select save select. I will show you. I've gotten pretty far in the game, and I will show you my end game kind of file after we take a look at what the beginning looks like. I will. Hold on. I will give you a quick show that since this is kind of like an indie developer thing, there are not a lot of options in as far as graphics. You can do full screen, you can do windows that just change the window size. I'm at ×3. You can get CRT shader, which kind of makes it look like a CRT monitor screen, and VC. That's it as far as graphic options. And this, you will see why you get to pick this color later in the gameplay, but okay, so, and then you have a couple of options as far as gameplay options. And you have a couple of different font types. I have dyslexia friendly fonts just because that's most pleasing to my eye. So those are your options, but the dyslexia fonts are just more pleasing to my eye out of the options. Here are your audio sliders. And so let's get started. And I'm not going to skip tutorial because I'll let y'all see that. So let's get started. Oh, by the way, shout out to Johnny Chiodini again, because they introduced me to this game as well as the, Ravenous Devils game that I previously showed. So shout out to Johnny again. Let's see, the stars in the sky are going out one by one, but no one notices it. No one can stop it. I'm racing to the last place where there is still hope. I need to make it before it is too late. The sounds of agony will quickly fade. The world will be destroyed. Even the memory of it will be gone. And even if there's absolutely no chance of bringing it all back, there will always be someone who is willing to do the impossible. In a place without space, without time, without memories. Okay, so this is our, this is us. See, where am I? I can't see anything except this path. My head is killing me. I remember only a skeleton with a staff up in the sky. This darkness was coming from him. Did he destroy everything around here? Just standing here won't do me any good, I guess. Okay, so you basically, this is a mouse like only if you want game. Like you see, you can do clicking or space, but I mean you can control everything with a mouse, so I don't know why you'd use both a keyboard and a mouse. Okay, so to change between adventure, which is you moving around, and planning, which basically stops everything so you can decide if you want to change your gear or put cards down, which we'll get to. So those are the two modes. So you would right click or space. So I just hit right click there and it automatically changed me to adventure. See, it's changed me to planning to pause. So I can read these tutorials. Let's see, pay attention to the day progress at the top of the screen. That's up here. New enemies usually appear at the end of the day, so once the day loops, new enemies will pop out. The enemy types depends on what cards you have. Again, we'll get to that. Continue your journey by changing the game mode. So, a living ball of slime, quite a nuisance. They digest anything that they can. Hey, I remembered this creature. Maybe I just need to freshen up my memory and everything will go back to normal. So we've lost all of our memories. It seems like the world is completely void except for the path. So traveling, fighting, and most other actions are done automatically. So this is an kind of auto battler in a sense, because when we actually encounter enemies, it just auto battles. The player can't affect them directly, plus anywhere to continue. Whoop. Okay. It's hard to fight with your bare hands. I think there's an undigested weapon in the remains of that thing. So when you defeat enemies, and sometimes when you pass through certain type of tiles that we'll get to later, they will drop weapons or gear or like armor, or they will drop cards, which we'll get to in a little bit. So this is we got a weapon. I think I remember there was a groove nearby. Are these even my memories, or do they belong to that slime? So, because some cards go on tiles, some cards go on the area around. So that's a groove. We just put that down. If you look at this over here, it says groove, a gentle rustle of leaves, a crack of a dry branch, and a feeling of being watched. Spawns a rat wolf every 2 days. Rat wolves can move to adjacent tiles. So this will spawn an enemy every 2 days, and they can move up here, adjacent tile up here, adjacent tile down here. So we continue on. There's a rat wolf. A forest rat wolf. I was right. Some emotional stress, a few vivid images, and a bit of adrenaline, and I'll forget it all like a bad dream. I mean, I'll remember it all like a bad... Damn it. Good thing nobody heard that. Okay, so, he gave me a weapon. As you can see up here, this damage says 4 to 6. This damage is also 4 to 6, but it can also damage... It says damage to all. That means it will also damage any, enemies that, like if you have multiple enemies on a tile, it also damage the other enemies, so we're going to go ahead and replace that. See, as you probably already noticed, you get some new items a card during battle. Some items have unique features, as do most of the cards. By hovering over an item or core card, you can inspect its properties. Equip a new weapon and place your new cards on the map to continue. Okay, so this is a forest, a thick forest. Nobody knows who or what could be lurking inside. It makes you a bit nervous. But if I place this on the board, it says plus 1% hero attack speed. So it increases my attack speed. So we're going to go ahead and place it over here. rock. Its magnificent appearance gives you strength, plus 3 HP, plus 3 more HP for every adjacent rock or mountain. I'm going to be putting that over here. And, good, so there's a mountain over there and a forest over here. The world's almost back. The branches and stones in my backpack are a sure sign of that. So, when you place cards, this is your backpack. When you place certain cards, you will get certain rewards. Like when I placed the rocks, I got a preserved rock, and when I placed the forest, I got a stable wood. Normally when you place these, you do not get these. These are like bundled. You get like lesser of, and if you like get like 10 or 12 lesser ofs, they form a like a preserved ones or stable ones, as you can see. But this is just because it's tutorial, it's giving you some big ones to help you start out with. Certain cards, when combined in a certain way, will produce new types of board pieces. So I hope to show you some of those. Okay, so you can only exit the loop when you're at the campsite, and you have to have clicked this button, because I will say if you die while you're on a loop, you lose, I think, all but 30% of your resources, and so and the enemies get tougher each loop. So you need to keep an eye on like what your health is looking like, which is over here, and like if you're just seeming to have a bad run while you're on the loop, you will want to click this, and what it will do is once you're at the campfire, it will stop and ask you, do you want to leave? And if you're having a rough run, you will want to say yes. And so I will show you. Consider returning to the cozy camp right now while you're still alive and walking. Good thing the camp is right nearby. Now it's the perfect chance. Retreat, you keep all your resources. So you want to retreat. And between loop runs, you're going to come to this like little side world. Let's see, it's cold and dark here. A small fire can solve both of these problems. So we have a build option. This is when all your resources you've gathered will come in handy, so that's why you want to make sure you keep your resources, because you're going to be building up this little side world. Who would have thought you just have enough wood and stones to make a campfire? What a nice coincidence. Hint, hint, wink, wink. Build a campfire using the building function while in camp. Press the build button, select the campfire, and place it. Okay. So see, this is kind of stuff you can build here. But for now, I'm going to build a campfire. Congratulations, you've beaten this annoying tutorial. Now you can start your first expedition, or not, do as you wish. So, now I've built the campfire. I can build a field kitchen if you look to the side. As you can see, it says 10% to the campfire's healing power. When you pass through the campfire on the loop, you do get healed a certain percentage. And building the kitchen will add to that. Herbalist hut, potion. So this unlocks potions, I think. Potion heals 4% of max HP. So you can take up to 3 potions with you. 2 potions are refilled at camp. Unlocks a swamp card. So unlocking all these unlocks different cards, different like helping abilities. Let's see, smithy. Provides basic warrior gear at the start of each expedition, so that way you don't have to wait for like drops from killing monsters. Unlocks the ability to craft tools for the camp if the supply depot is built. So this unlocks like like just various tools you can use that help you. And we can't see what these unlock because we haven't unlocked their like predecessors. But as you can see, there's quite a bit to build. So as you can see, these call for all these stable things. That's stable food, that's stable or preserved rock, that's like stable wood, and this is stable metal, I want to say. And I'll show you where you get this. Okay, so after you've done, see, the hero restores 20% of his max HP upon entering the campfire tile. So you get healed 20% of your HP every time you pass through the campfire on the loop. This is all we can do right now. So we're going to do expedition. We can only do this basic one at the moment. The paths. This path, everything is wrong. But I remember, see, the path is different. It looks like a completely different place, and it's empty again. Do my actions have any meaning? Like, I have a choice. If I need to give up and cry to save the world, I am the worst savior of all. Let's do it. Okay. Treasury. Let's see what we got. We got vampirism. This means when you damage enemies, a percentage of their HP that you've docked them will go to heal you. This is regen per second, 0.6. I prefer regen per second unless you're having certain tiles that don't interfere with it, but what like in my end game, this is what I prefer, because you also get healed when you're just walking around the tile and not just when you're damaging enemies like in vampirism. So let's get that. And this treasury. The thick walls guard all kinds of riches from thieves and previous owners. Gives a random basic resource after placing anything on the empty tile around it. Must be surrounded by empty space when you build it. So like if I had a tree there, I couldn't build it there. It has to be like completely. And I'll be surrounding it with stuff, and we'll get some bonus stuff. And how you get metal resources is eventually this will fill up with stuff that you do not want to use, and once all these things are filled, when new items drop, it will push out the old stuff down here and convert them into metal resources, which will go into your backpack. So shield. You can equip gear while you're in battle. Okay, what do we got? Road lantern reduces the maximum number of spawning enemies on the tiles around it. Road lantern effects can stack. I'm going to put a spider. Where do I want to put my spider? I'm going to put my spider here. If I would have put it here, spiders could have spawned here, spiders could have spawned here, and spiders could have spawned here. It's an adjacent tile. The spider is. See, as you see on the thing, spawns a spider on an adjacent tile once a day. So what I'm going to do to make sure it doesn't spawn too many spiders, is I'm going to put this road lantern here to make sure it doesn't like overpopulate. And I could also put a road lantern here, and it would double the effects on the overlapping tiles. Now the vampire mansion adds a vampire to battles on the tiles around it. I'm just going to put him here, because if a slime pops out, a vampire will, in a battle, a vampire will appear to help the slime. So let's go ahead and keep going. Oh, And one more thing to point out. I know I'm kind of inundating everybody. See, that's the same defense, so there's no point in wasting it. I'm like inundating everybody with information. As you place tiles, this little bar slowly fills up. This is when your boss will pop out, and the boss pops out at the campfire. So if you are close to getting the boss and you do not feel you are ready to fight the boss, you will want to run like a loop before you think you will trigger it. Because if you make it to the campfire tile and the boss has already spawned, it is boss time. Okay, so now that we have a meadow, this is new for us, so let's see. Heals 2 HP at the start of each day, but if you place it next to the stuff, like we're going to place next to the treasury, see, that gave us the extra stuff from the treasury, but it has changed. It is now a blooming meadow, which heals 3 HP at the start of each day, so it made it a little bit better. Get the rock down. Okay. Put up mountain. I'm going to place here. Okay. I could use a weapon. Oh, this was more meadows. Yeah, the meadows is let's get an axe in here. I'm gonna keep my regen. So let's get the meadows are what produce the rations, or the food supplies. So as you can see, 12 rations form a whole food supply. This is the this is something else. This is noticeable change. This forms a different type of resource. Here's our pebbles. Here's our scrap metal. I don't know where the scrap metal came from. I wasn't paying attention, maybe from the treasury as well. And another meadow. Okay. See, I've got healed up when I was passing through the campfire. And as you can, I don't know if you've noticed, but I am on 3 times speed. Because if you go main speed, I'll show you how that is in a minute. See how slow this is? Now you might put it to 2 times speed if your tiles are getting like really crowded. Like if you're getting just tons of enemies over here, but another vampire mansion. Let's see, as you can see, it says it affects enemies on tiles. You want them to be affecting as few tiles as possible. See, as you can see, I've got 3 spiders there, so that's going to be a pain. Let's see, 4 to 6, also 4 to 6. Now see, this is just a regular meadow because it is not directly adjacent to something other than other meadows, so. This is another ringed attack speed. I'm okay with that. This is a new tile. Cemetery spawns a skeleton every 3 days. We're going to put that over here. Oblivion. This is my favorite card. I think it's everybody's favorite card. Erases any established tiles. Erases monsters from road. So if like there's an enemy that's spawned that you absolutely hate fighting, erase it. There's a tile that you absolutely hate, you can erase it. These are handy for stuff like bandit camps that spawn. Bandit camps spawn if you place 2 villages, which we haven't unlocked yet. And there's other stuff that can like just appear on the board. Oh, goblin camps. Goblin camps can appear on the board. And they're a pain in the butt, so I tend to erase those when I can. So it's just a really great card to have. There's nothing I really care about erasing at the moment, so I'm just going to keep it on hand. This involves a lot of talking. This game, at least to start with. Woohoo, I got another Oblivion card. Let's see, Beacon. Plus 40% movement speed within its range. Plus 20 attack speed for all units. This I think is good. Like if you want to hurry up and get to the campfire before the day cycles, like you need a heal, you want to kind of hurry up to get through and get some heals before more monsters spawn at the day. Okay. Here's our groove again. Yeah, that's good. And as you can see, time still passes while you were battling. So that is why like heals are so important, because so you'll just get more and more monsters that spawn on the board. Okay, more buttons. Need one more pebble to get a stable rock. As you can see, some of them cost more, so this is 13 scrap metal. That's 10 pebbles. That's 20 changes. And that's 12 rations. Got me a full of rock. Oh, skeleton's gonna hurt me. Okay. Yes, much better shield. Kill me. Okay, see, a slime has formed. So we've gotten a vampire to come out of the mansion. Back off, human. A vampire? Where are your lands? If your farmers need help, I would be glad to offer it. No more lands, no more flock. Only hundreds of years of emptiness. And hundreds of years of hunger. Save yourself while you still can. I don't know how long I can keep my head straight. So apparently, in the before times, vampires kind of watched over humans. Like they had farmers and stuff, and like a vampire would watch over them and keep them, I guess, like rule them, but I guess they were kind of benevolent rulers. But it's been, I guess, hundreds of years, and all the people are gone, and so they're just, like, basically starving now. What hundreds of years are you talking about? Your mind is easy to trick, but you can't trick my hunger. It demands its fill. Every slip, every drop of blood will go to satiate it. I'm too weak, but you can help me, and I will set this crumbled world right. That's right, I'm doing this not just for myself, but for everyone, in the name of the greater good. So be grateful for my hard work and just let me bleed you dry. Get some armor on. Okay. Vampires often owned our lands. They kept the peace and helped our settlements prosper. But this won't do it all. Now they are just pale shadows of their former selves, both physically and mentally. Apparently blood of other creatures can't sustain them. So they've basically gone insane from starvation. He wasn't joking about the hunger. Even the creatures around him were imbued imbued with the power to drain someone else's life. Okay, so it looks like the vampires, when they appear, any other creatures with them also have like vampirism, which basically heals them when they attack you. So, okay, here's the sword. It does less damage, but it has better regen per second. That is 11 points. 11 to 17 points. Less damage. Oh, I don't think so. See, now I've got little... I need to get something to reduce the amount of spiders, man. Yeah, see, take those out one hit now. Okay, we're going to make a new piece, I think. Aha, see? This now is a mountain peak. Like, you basically have a mountain in the center and you surround it by either rocks or other mountains. Once you have a block of 9 together like this, it changes to a mountain peak. So it boosted my HP, my max HP, by 121 points. You can see now I have a lot I need to heal. I get plus 5 max HP for every adjacent rock mountain tile, so if I keep building around this, I get more HP. Spawns a harpy every 2 days, so there's their negative for doing this. Harpies are a little bit tougher enemy, especially when you get to the later loops. So I will wait till I get a harpy fought, and then I will probably delete this center tile. It doesn't take away any resources you got, it just stops harpies from spawning, and it does, I think, reduce that max HP bonus. So that's out my new stuff. Let's see, as you can see, I got a piece of metal. I want better HP. Whoop. That was a lot. Here's going to be another metamorphosis. This is a treasury surrounded by something on every tile. It's going to change. Whoop. As you see, the treasury opened. I got a whole bunch of stuff. I got some new loot. Got a bunch of I got some stuff, but now this is an empty treasury. It spawns a gargoyle every 3 days. I am once again going to obliviate the empty treasury once I've let y'all see a gargoyle. In the meantime, let's get some more blooming meadows. Yeah, once you put 10 rock or mountain tiles down, you get a goblin camp. Again, going to delete it after I let you guys see it. See a goblin. In the meantime, let's get some more blooming meadows so I can get some better heals. Okay. Oh, I did not even look at my stuff. Okay, less defense, better damage, less attack speed, not damage to all. I'm gonna keep my shield. Lower max HP. Well, I'm gonna get damage to all, attack speed, and evasion. I don't want to take that big of a hit in HP. Well, right now I don't even. Yeah, okay. Okay, so let's get some. Okay, here's the harpy. No. What do you mean no? You want to save the world. You want to ask for help. Our answer is no. How did you... But why no? We see far away. We see deep inside. For a long time there has been an emptiness instead of the sky, but it doesn't stop us from seeing. Your saving of the world is one-sided and naive. Each person sees their own way to save the world. That's why no one will ever join you. Fine, I don't fully understand it, but tell me your version. How do you see saving the world? By my progeny and kin. May they live and be strong. May they join the cycle of life and death. That is life. That is the world. I will kill you and feed your flesh to my starving younglings, and life will go on. How many lives can your blade prolong as you kill again and again? So this is kind of like a philosophical debate going on here. Only one. I don't want you to die, and I don't want your children to die of hunger. Please, try to see reason. If my mission succeeds, then the harpies can have all of the sky and all the hunting grounds they need. I can't feed my children with your beautiful words. Farewell. So I feel awful. By fixing one evil, I'm causing another. There's no home for harpies except in the highest mountains, but there is no food there. I can't even imagine how they managed to survive if their mountains were cut off from reality. So I've gotten another cemetery card. I'm not going to place it because this skeleton's too crazy. Okay, beacon. There. Because the skeletons are a pain in the butt. I'm not going to put another spider down. I got a metamorphosis resource. Bird lantern. Yes, that should cut it off to only 2 spiders now on that tile. Okay. So I've gotten 1 food ration, or food supply. I've gotten 1 metamorphosis ball. I've gotten 3 preserved rocks. I haven't gotten a max of the branches and the metal yet. Ugh. This might actually kill me. I didn't realize how many goblins there were. Stop! Where did these goblins come from? I don't remember remembering you. Because basically everything on the board is supposed to be them remembering, and so it pops into existence. But goblins just formed on their own. We remembered ourselves. Now give us all your things. You have no idea what's going on, right? Why don't you help me restore order in this world first? You can do everything you want when I'm done. Goblin must rob. No other order in the world. Fair enough. Guess I don't have any objection to that. Oh wait, I do have one. How about... let's get some better. It's strange how these creatures appeared here on their own. Maybe it means everything is actually not so bad, and their world is trying to restore itself. That, or even the apocalypse isn't enough to get rid of some pests. There are other things that just will appear like that. Like I said, the bandit camp is one of them, but I'm using an oblivion to get rid of the goblins because they're just a pain in my opinion. Road lantern. Actually, what I'm going to do, I'm going to put a spider cocoon here. The only tile it can affect is this one, and that one already has 2 road lanterns, making it so only 2 can appear. So, let's also get a road lantern going there. And let's get a rock. Go up there. Why not? Okay. I have to get rid of this regen just because it's still level 1. And I'm gonna have to get some damage going, get some better damage. Return to camp, hold and hold to, see, click and hold, so I didn't hold it. So if I just try and retreat now, I lose 40% of my resources. I'm gonna stay, but if I press and hold, it automatically returns to camp at a campfire toast. This will automatically make me run away, which I am gonna do because there's a, here's the little golf ball, so that's what that, so that's to show you that you are going to be running away. Okay, maybe I'll get another branch and be able to have a solid thing. Oh, there we go. I gotta see what that would reduce my attack speed and my evasion. I'm gonna keep it where I got it now. Okay, so I didn't get a special dialogue for the gargoyle. Okay. Increases defense, increases my evasion damage. I'm gonna run. You see, that says it automatically returns you, but it does ask. So now that I'm at the campsite, retreating now will let me keep all my resources. I'm going to retreat. Oh, something changed while I was gone. I can't believe it. Hey everybody, the boy managed to return. Survivor, so does this mean I'm not alone anymore? Where did you come from? Is there still a place without darkness? We don't know where we came from, that, or we can't remember. These few people are all that's left of our group, I think. You're not sure? We're not sure. We reached that conclusion based on the abandoned luggage and leftover daily rations. Each day we see signs of other people's presence around us, but as far as we know, they don't exist and never did. It's like we forgot them. Forgot them? Exactly. It's as if people are disappearing every day and we instantly forget they existed. Just like we forgot where we came from. And our families. Maybe even ourselves. My name is Yota. That I still remember. Everyone else's memories are not much better. That's why I remember so little about myself. Everything is forgotten. But wait, you said I managed to return. That means you remember I was here. Yes, that's why it's so important to us. We saw you leave, but you were gone before we could approach you. Listen, we can't keep wandering in this emptiness anymore. There's a campfire here, and enough space for a few sleeping bags. A real luxury in these dark times. What do you say? Of course you can stay. I'd be grateful if we could team up. I want to put everything right. I'm only beginning to remember the world as it was before. But there's no point to it without other people. It's too lonely without them. Remember the world? I don't get what you're talking about. I'm too exhausted. But we'll be glad if you could help us. And we'll be glad to help you. Just don't ask us to follow you out there. I don't know how you managed to return, but for us, leaving the group is too dangerous. I will ask no such thing of you. For now, I just want to have a place to return to. A place where I can hear other people's voices. We weren't joking about helping you. Here are the few things that survive the cataclysm and don't vanish. Don't become forgotten. Take it, you might need it. So we've got some resources. And so we now have like a proper campsite. Statistics. Okay, so these are like game time, all this other stuff that you collected. Build. What can we build? We can't build a smithy. We can't build a herbalist hut. We can build a kitchen. So do I want to build a kitchen or do I want to save for an herbalist? I might save for an herbalist because that gives me potions. Well, it's already at 45 minutes. Because I'm not going to keep the save file, so I'll do one more loop, and then if I haven't gotten enough resources for an herbalist, that I'll do the field kitchen. So campfire. These are the survivors' tents. Okay, so expedition. Now that we've got a base camp proper, we can change some things up here. After we've beaten this first boss, we unlock a second type of loop. And you choose there. You also unlock other classes, which you would choose down here. And here, you can choose what kind of cards you want to appear. You have to have a minimum. Like you have to have between 7 and 12. I currently have 11 that pop up. I'm going to get rid of this vampire mansion because I hate it. I'm going to get rid of the cemetery because I hate it. Is there anything else? See, these are Rockin' Mountain. So like I can't have the mountain without getting the rock because it's Spider Cocoon Battlefield. Lantern, Groove. Okay, so I have to have the cemetery right now, so you can see it's flashing. I have to have between 2 and 2. This I have to have between 2 and 5. This I have to have both at the moment. And this I have to have between 1 and 3. I've got them all selected. So let's confirm that, and let's start our next loop. Go. Shield. Let's get a meadow. I'm not going to pop down the cemetery. I hate stupid cemeteries. Sword. And there are certain cards that, when combined, work well together, or work in different ways together. Like as you saw the vampire card, there is a tile card that's called the swamp card that spawns mosquitoes. I don't know if there's something else to combine with it, but basically it means if you heal while you're in the swamp card, it does damage to you, something like that. I can't remember. Oh, it's been so long since I played this. Maybe I'll remember when I'm playing my in-game save file. Okay, so 46. Let's get in. Get a groove there. Don't want attack speed. Pure damage. I think I want attack speed. Gonna put the road lantern here. Same thing, see now it's taking 3 hits to kill the slimes because they're just more powerful on the second loop. Okay, let's start a mountain range. Plus, I want regen per second for attack speed. You can't play the cards down when in battle. Like you can equip gear, but you can't Lay down cards. Oops. And then I'll stick on here. So I plan to put more for the mountain range over here. Tree. Put down here. Yes, a little bit better damage. And let's do that there. Enter here, so that way if I get a spider card, I can just send them there. Let's counter. It's a bit better. What? It's only a level 2, so now we're going to go ahead. That groove card for now. Battlefield. This is a new card, or at least one we haven't seen before. Spawns a chest on an adjacent tile each loop. Enemies on the tile around it can become ghosts when they die. So you kind of want to put these off on their own somewhere. And it says it'll spawn a chest. Sometimes the chests turn out to be quote-unquote mimics. And sometimes they're just actual treasure chests. So I'm going to set that there. Be getting good all of this. Go. Okay, better shield. Do I want one less point of damage for a couple of defense? Yeah, why not? Okay, we got another meadow. I'm gonna start putting them around the treasury here. And we got another battlefield. Better armor, let's go. Another treasury. This is here. Okay. We got evasion. As you can see now, I have a little treasure chest here. Go. We got a mountain. We also got a goblin camp because we have 10 rock / mountain cards. We'll go ahead and delete that, and I'll keep this. other boolean card, and if the harpies get to be too much of a pain, I'll pop that mountain peak out of existence. Okay, so we got much better damage. I'm gonna have to take it. Better shield. Meadow down. Go. Haven't gotten a spider card yet, and that's what I'm building this little area for. Had a poppy pop up. Okay. The mimics won't show themselves until they've been damaged. Okay, so that's just a regular chest. It's giving me a great piece of armor. Okay, that's a regular chest too. Okay, that's good. Okay, this doesn't have regen per second, but it just has so many other stats, so I'm just gonna have to take it. It's better damage. Hello. Cemetery. Yeah, as you can see, the gear gets better and better per loot. You'll still sometimes just get stupid, like I'm on loot 5, but I'm still getting some loot 3 stuff. That's just how it is. But you do start getting access to better loot. One thing you do have to be careful of. Okay, I'm getting that. That's decent regen. Is if you keep too many cards here, collecting here, they'll start. The older ones will start disappearing and turning into a new resource. So see, I got this bluebeam card here, so I want to make sure that doesn't disappear. So you're gonna need to use it before this gets too crowded, or I need to place some. Okay, let's see, let's do. Okay. Just 1 point less, but I get some benefits, so trade that out. Yep. Yep. I can keep the one I got with the regen on it. See. Okay. Yep. Okay. So that's defense. It's better defense. It's pure damage. It's less pure damage, but I got regen per second. Get this one. Okay. So that has the same stats, except for it has no regen per second or evasion, but it does have the counter, so it's not worth it to me. So that's 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Okay. I'm trying to avoid doing another goblin camp, so that's what it's counting. Road lantern, let's do that here. Mountain. all filled up, so that's why I'm not evacuating to camp yet. Because my health seems to be okay. Okay, I think that's the last one I can place. It's 9 plus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Yes, if I place one more rock or mountain, I will get another goblin camp. It takes off some damage and evasion. I'm gonna use it. Spider thing here. A meadow here. I'm gonna get a regen per second. Same regen per second but better armor, so that's a no-brainer. What's this? Counter. A great deal of counter. Yes. Go. Whoa, okay. Road lantern. Okay, I'm gonna put that there. I'm gonna put another grove here. I'm gonna pop my treasury down here. Okay. Meadow. Go on the treasury. Meadow. Takes away my regen per second. It gives me attack speed. What's this do? Takes away all my counter for that. What do we got regen per second 2.4, so I still have regen per second 3 if I went for attack speed instead. Because I have no attack speed, but you know what I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. Okay. I'm gonna put another groove here. Go. Yes. Now my Oblivion card is getting out of hand, so I'm gonna do this. It gets back to disappear if I don't do something, so this frees up. Opportunity for me to place some rocks and mountains. Just didn't want it to go to waste by disappearing. Meadow. Here, I guess. Okay. And unfortunately, you can't just be like, I want to recycle this card for materials. Can't do that. It looks like I can. That'll fix in most tiles. Go. Another treasury unlocked. Okay, this doesn't have as much damage. What's my attack speed? 20%. I think I will get that. I think I'll go for pure damage. Okay. I have a lot of gargoyles coming around. So my battlefield, I'll put that there. Put a new treasury there. As you can see, this boss bar is now about 75-80% full. Do not think I'm ready to take on. But keep my massive counter. You can see they're different loops, but they're still the same like equivalent. So sometimes you get that. Keep regen per second. Well, as you saw, I just got a new resource because the card disappeared. It is a memory fragment. Okay. Thing. Okay. This takes around the counter. This takes around the counter but gives me, I'm gonna change it. So I have no counter anymore, but I've upped all my speeds and everything on that. It'll take away half my regen per second. Give me more. No, thank you. Like, there's some stats you end up, like, everybody's different, but there's some stats you end up prioritizing over other stuff, depending on your play style. For me, one of those is regen per second. I tend to not care about vampirism as much the way I play. Okay, so I've got 2 Oblivion cards, so I'm going to start putting some more mountains down. Go, so I can use one, the Goblin Camp. Go. Okay, less HP. Less damage, same damage all, but I get same, but I get evasion, yes. Just pure damage now. Whoosh. Woo. Okay. Defense, I lose half my regen per second, all of my evasion for attack speed. Well, okay, It's just a downgrade in almost all the ways, so. Nope. Nope. I'm seeing a lot of harpies, but not a lot of gargoyles. I see one down there. Okay. So I'm not getting a special thing for the gargoyles. Like, usually every time you meet a new enemy, it pops up with like a certain dialogue the first time. Like you saw with the harpy. The first time we met the harpy, you got a new dialogue thing. I'm going to take this massive improvement to that and then change up my ring to make up for the region per second I lost in that weapon exchange. Go. Get it. Going. You can see I'm about 90% the boss, so I'm going to do a run when I get to the next thing. Okay, let's see what we got. 771 and then defense and regen per second. That. Put some stuff down. Get some resources. Yes, right before you like if you see I'm gonna run away this time. So what I might do is like after I pass the tile, I might put stuff down that placing will give me a resource. Like on tile things, I would have to walk through them. So like I put a grove here. It should be soon enough for me not to spawn an enemy, but walking through it will give me branches. So, whoop, go. Put another one. Nope, let's wait. The day's gonna start and restart. So I don't want it to spawn in them if you don't have to. Okay, a little bit less. Better region per second. Yeah, look at that. Okay, so now the grove. Go here. Cemetery there. Ah, crap. See, there's the boss. This first boss. You will want to keep Oblivion cards on you as much as possible because, as you can see, all these little tiles surrounding it say Lich's Palace. Every palace increases the Lich's HP and damage by 5%. So keep as many Oblivion cards on you as possible to take out as many as you can, and make sure that you are building, like see I've built some stuff around here because see that's Lich's Palace too, but see there's not one here because I got a groove here, and there's not some here because I have road lanterns there, so you might want to try and build to block as many of these how is this possible when you're on this first route? This first loop type. Okay, so. And the music changes as you can hear, probably. Okay, so. A meadow. Let's give me another cemetery to walk through. And another cemetery for me to walk through. Unfortunately, this music just lasts the entire final loop, even though it can take you a little while to get through it, especially. So, cemetery here, walk through. Oop. Mountain. I'm gonna put you in here, I guess. Good. Okay, my bridging for second, so no thank you. Yeah, this music does get tiring after a while. It's not the kind of chill music that you have going around the loop. Oh, got 4 enemies. Okay. Mountain. Definitely getting that shield. Even though I'm going to be exiting soon, but as you can see, I still have quite a few enemies trying to make it through. Reach the campfire. Good. Stop evading me. I think it lets you run away. If you've clicked this, I think it lets you run away. It's not that much bigger damage, so I'll keep the defense. Excuse me. Yeah, always click it so I can place stuff when I'm going to exit the loop, because it gives me the chance to put down any resource giving tiles. Yeah, see, since I've clicked that, I can retreat. If I choose to stay, it's boss time, so I'm going to retreat. Another success, you've returned, and we still remember you. Unbelievable. Yeah, it's good to be back, but I hardly call it a success. My old memories of the world were gone. The path was empty again, and there was only darkness everywhere I looked. Interesting, so technically you remembered that you forgot something. We could find a way to use that. Let's talk about something more positive. We managed to tidy up this place. Time for the next step. What do you have in mind? Expanding the camp. We have people with all sorts of skills, from the cook to the alchemist, but each needs a place to work. However, we can't build anything with the local materials. You find a branch or a rock, turn away for a second, and it's gone. I'm afraid only you can solve this problem. The materials that survive your trips always look suitable for building. But those are just pebbles and splinters. How can you build anything with them? Curious, huh? I realized it when I saw your campfire. The things you find seem to spread stability to other materials and things. It's only a little change, but it's still something. Even a small branch is enough to make a wooden fence exist without constant oversight. Okay, so as you can see, we've got more materials, so let's build. We can build the smithy. Let's build the herbalist up. And so you choose where you want to put it. There's certain places you can. It's a miracle we could find some fertile soil, and by a miracle, save some seeds and precious healing herbs. But the real miracle is that all these healing poultices and balms still have some effect. We already lost many people because of the cataclysm. It would be nice not to lose more to any diseases. And these potions can help you as well. Take a vial or two on your trip, and your chances of getting back in one piece will be much higher. So you auto take the potions when you have reached a certain level of like low health, and you take as many as like you have until like they get filled or you've built back up your HP. Okay, can I build anything else? So that building the herbalist hut has unlocked the farm. It gives you after an expedition, it gives you 1 ration for every completed loop, but not more than there are garden tiles around the farm. You can build something over the garden. Unlocks the ability to craft food. The supply depot unlocks Wheatfield's card. It also unlocked the gymnasium. Unlocks the ability to gain special traits for killing enough enemies during an expedition. Unlocks the village card. I'll show you some of these things. Let's see. I think the first other class you can unlock is here. Let's see. I can't remember what the third class is, but basically at kind of like this level is where you unlock the other classes. So let's unlock the smithy. Put that on this side. Buy the anvil of the 7 seas if it isn't a little forge. Yar har har, you've no idea how I've missed the heat of the furnace and the smell of the metal. We'll have some proper tools now, laddie. You have my word. You'll even have something for those journeys of yours. You're quite enthusiastic. Something tells me you're no stranger to the sailor's craft. Shiver me hambers, how'd you know? It doesn't matter though, you're right. Don't you worry, I'll show you. These hands can hold a hammer as good as they can hold the helm in a storm, even for a dozen days in a row. Can I build anything else? Yes, you can build. See, now you've unlocked the smelter. Unlocks the Storm Temple card. Unlocks the Arsenal Golden card. If the Intel Center is built up, 30 to base HP. And then it's also unlocked the Supply Depot. This I will show you later what it does. Let's build the field kitchen. Let's build that down here. Do you know the difference between a good cook and a bad cook? The food made by a good cook is tastier. What, you were waiting for something more elaborate? Sometimes the truth is very simple. Look, I have a cauldron, a hearth, a couple of knives, a bucket of potatoes, 3 onions, and some ham. Nothing special. Everything is very simple. But give me a few minutes and everyone in this camp will be running to my table, following the tasty smell of a good stew. Okay. So that unlocked, that increased the campfire's healing power and unlocked the blood groove card. It also unlocked the ability to build a refuge. Oh, so no, this is the first available. So Rogue is the first other class you can unlock, and it's here. I will show you kind of what that looks like. But so you kind of want to build all the way up here. I'll show you what they do in my thing, and then you keep looping around. And see, when you go to expeditions, you always can change your stuff. See, I've gotten a new swamp card. I hate the swamp card. You got blood groove card that we unlocked, and that's how we've unlocked there. So let's take a look at my sleeve slot from earlier. As you can see, I've built up quite a bit now, and I will show you what some of this does. So that's unlocked the rogue. These are still grayed out because you can build more than one, so they just stay grayed out, but I have built them. Okay, so let's see, cemetery. If you built the gymnasium, you can build the cemetery. This unlocks the crypt, which gives you your necromancer class. I'll show you the supply depot in a minute. Let's see, warehouse. This is plus 10 to camp's item limit, and I'll show you where that is. Let's see, watchtower. Watchtowers I absolutely loved, but it come with a caveat, and I'll tell you what that is. Intel Center unlocks the encyclopedia. Library. See, I've already got 2 forests, so looks the outpost card. Alchemist tent. River. Bridge. Lumberjack. Okay. So as you can see, I've got more things on the side here. Alchemy lets you, as you can see, I've got like various resources here. You can break down big resources to make little resources, or I can't remember what this, oh no, this gives you hydrogen. You can use this hydrogen to make, I can't remember how this works. Lord, it's been so long. Okay. This is the encyclopedia that unlocks when you've unlocked a certain thing in your village. As you can see, I've encountered quite a lot of stuff. These are all the cards that you can place on the board. So you can see they're classified by things that actually go on the path, things that go by the path, things that you can put basically anywhere out in the world. And these are special cards like the treasury. They have special effects. See that the Lynch's Palace is included here too, even though you don't place that card. It is like something that's set up by the roadside. And then these are even more special cards that we didn't look at yet. These are all the enemies you encountered. They're common enemies, bosses. As you can see, I have not encountered the final boss, and I will show you why on the run that I'm going to do. These are all the resources listed. As you can see, I've gotten all those. And then these are all the things that go into your supply section, and I'll show you those in a minute. But I've seen all of them, so that's why I've got those. So that's the encyclopedia. Craft. Now here are things, it's randomized. So here's all these supplies I have. You end up picking some up while you're out in the world, and you can actually craft some. So you choose what you want. Do you want a piece of furniture to craft? Do you want to craft a tool, food, or decoration or whatever? And it shows you what you need to be able to craft that thing. And it's a random piece of furniture, a random tool, a random piece of food, and a random decoration. And each one has different benefits. So as you can see, this is a tool, kitchen knife, plus 1% base HP for every food item placed in your camp. And so we got frying pans, jeweler's lenses. All of these have, like, as you can see, they have different benefits. And you can also, if it's a tool that you're not going to use with the build you have, you can select it and then hit dismantle, and it shows you what you will get for dismantling it. So now my supply, this is stuff that you unlock, and then you also unlock like even more Like you start out with like 1 or 2 of each of these, and then you just unlock more and more and more the more you place. I think there's a building you can keep building to unlock more. So here's all the it's jewelry, not treasures or decorations. It's jewelry. So I got some. These are my favorites. They're portraits. These increases damage done to bosses by 4%. Since I'm usually hitting like on the fourth, the last loop type especially, these are especially handy. This is plus 1 defense for every card in player's hand, and some of them say effects don't stack. So see, this here's damages, and that's why I only have 1 of each. But see, this does not say effects don't stack, so that's why I have so many of those. And certain food items have different things. Different tools have different things, usually related to defense or damage against bosses. And this has like HP, regen, potion stuff like that. So just like in-game kind of supply things. Here's my statistics. And here's the expedition page. This is the 4th loop. That's the 2nd loop, so that you get a different boss for each loop type. That's the 3rd loop. And this is the loop I have not completed yet. And if you look in here, as a warrior, or knight, or whatever your starting class is, you get a weapon, a ring, a shield, and a chest armor piece. If you choose rogue, it changes. You get a weapon, another weapon, a chest piece, and footwear. And this is the necromancer. You get a necromancy book, 2 rings, and a necklace. So you get different gear depending on which class you play. I always do best on this. I think there's like some kind of statistics that say that necromancer is the best, but I always tend to die pretty quickly when I play necromancer, so I'll just show you what I end up doing. Let's see, what's this? Oh, trait deck. So I haven't unlocked all these traits. I think this is actually, is it new? Unknown trait. Alright, well. Oh, I don't think, have I selected any of this stuff? I want to say this is new. Let's see. Okay, so these are all on. Okay, so these are all, I think when you unlock them, they're just on. Okay, so here's my card deck. As you can see, there's tons more cards that you unlock. The village, placing 2 of those, that's the bandit, so I don't know if you'll actually end up seeing them. I just maybe selected these because I needed so many for this section. Let's see. Smith's Forge. This I think we passed by it, and it like increases, removes up to 2 items from inventory, adds an effect for 10 hits for an item that lowers incoming damage by 20%. So it boosts, it takes a couple of things from your inventory. It boosts, like gives you a buff. But cards like this, you gotta be careful. Like, see, here's the bookery. This one replaces 3 of your cards at random. After you've used them a few times, they will, I want to say, like, they go defunct, I guess is what you want to say. Is so like after you pass by, see, it says collapses after it places 20 cards. What they do not tell you is that it then spawns a enemy type, and the bookery one is especially annoying. It's like a mage. Smith's Forge, I think, also like defuncts after so many passes by, and that starts spawning like armor sets and stuff that you have to fight. So that's why I do not have those highlighted. Suburbs can only be placed to other suburbs if they are present. Increases experience gained from killing monsters. We haven't dealt with experience or levels. You'll probably see that in my playthrough. Let's see. Ancestral Crypt. +3 max HP for every enemy with a soul killed. Removes the HP bonus from all armor. And gives the hero 1 resurrection with full health for expedition. So let's see if I can remember how to play this. Let's so I've got the starting armor unlocked. I'm going to put the crypt down here because it doesn't really need that much around it. Now, as you can see, I've got 14 potions available, like max. I start out with 2, but like every time I go through the campsite, it refills some. So as long as I'm not using them, I get filled. There's health and XP. Some. Okay. Some stuff started building over there. As you can see, these little marks, they're not on any of the other things. As you can see, they say, when this bar is filled, the boss of this chapter will appear on the campfire tile. So the 4th loop, at 25%, outpost. I'll keep that for now. At 25%, you fight the boss from the first tile. At 50%, you fight the first loop type. At 50%, you fight the boss from the second loop type. At the 75%, you fight the third boss. And then you get, so as you can see, you have to basically fight all 3 bosses before you even get to the 4th boss. I have gotten, I can't remember if I've beaten the 3rd boss. I've got to the 3rd boss, but I can't remember if I've beaten him and then died before I've met the final boss or what. So it's just it is a brutal okay. As you saw, I had archers here. I have the watchtowers. I think you can build up to 4 watchtowers that have archers that help you. At first they will only help you here, but I've built all 4 and I've maxed them all. So 4 tiles out from the campfire, they will help me. The exception being if you're a necromancer. They think you're an abomination if you're a necromancer, so they will actually hurt you as well. So they'll hurt your enemies, but they'll hurt you as well. So if you go necromancer, I don't know if you can turn off the watchtowers or what, but so what I tend to do is I tend to put my enemy tiles right around here, and they will get, whoop, I don't know if I meant to do that. They will shoot. Yeah, see, there we go. So let's do a loop. Let's do a run as me. I'll go and get that counter. Let's see, the archers are glorious. all the other issue is they do not help you with the boss. They're like, I'll help you with the boss. You're crazy. You're crazy. They help you with the boss. Okay. As you can see, if you remember, that first boss does have those tiles around, so I'm going to try and fill up the tiles if I can. Keeping some oblivions just in case as well. As you can see, I'm already kind of 50% of the way to the boss spawn, the first boss spawn. And yeah, if you're interested in this game, I would definitely look up a like guide about what are good card combinations. Because okay, it's a little bit better. I'll take damage to all of that. Go. Okay, so see this little bar here? That's your level up. And I'll show you what that does in a minute. Let me just check the gear I got. Let's increase my attack speed. So after you've hit a level, you can choose a new trait. It's random. So you get 3 options. Let's see. Skilled armor defense is increased by 1 after every loop. 10% chance to keep the card after placing the tile. Doesn't work for the golden cards. And gift of blood. The hero may strike the target with blood lightning with each attack. The chance is equal to his vampirism. I tend not to go with vampirism, so I'm not going to bother with that. This one, it's great if you have like oblivion cards, so I'm going to get that. There's other cards I would have preferred to get in that, but it did not appear, so I just had to go with what I got. More suburbs, battlefield. Let's get one down here. Go. Okay, what did I get? Less attack speed, but a whole lot more stats. Let's do that. Yes, let's do that. Okay. Getting wheat fields, but I can't put wheat fields down until I get a village. Suburbs. Road lantern. Let me put that here. I'll put that here just because it'll block the palace if that gets built before I put more stuff down. I actually don't really need a lot of materials because as you can see, I've basically maxed out my village unless I want to build some other stuff. Better armor. I would take regen per second over vampirism. That's just a no-brainer upgrade. Reaching for a second. I have quite a bit of it. Or not quite a bit, but I have some, so. Okay, maybe it's because I had an outpost. I'll keep that outpost and see. Maybe it's the outpost that attacks me if I'm a necromancer, not the archers. What got built? Heard something get built. Town. So that's a town now. Increases experience gained by from killing enemies by 2. So that's what I think if you place 8 next to each other, that's what you get. Increase my speed around the board. As you can see, that's going to pop up soon. Keep my extra. As you can see, I have some effects. Let's see, I took a potion there. Took 2 potions. But as you see, all my trips around the board, it's increased it. I do not. Oh, see, there's Mimic. Mimics can be. Whoop. Let's level up. After killing an enemy, your next attack will deal 2 times loop extra damage. Bottomless boil, 40% chance not to spend a healing potion upon usage. Hero deals plus 1.5 damage for every potion used since this trait is taken. So you can see we're using a lot of potions, but this would give me a chance not to use up a potion. I'm going to use this because that will build up my damage quite a lot. We are now, let's not use that, let's do this. I think I'm gonna spawn the boss soon. Here we go. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 lynch palaces. I'm gonna at least get rid of one of these. Maybe by the time I get around there, I'll have gotten another Oblivion card, hopefully. Get that upgrade. Not sure how well this boss is gonna go. I have not played this in a while. It does better damage. Let's just get damage sponge galore. Okay, a village is what I need. And as you can see, a village heals 45 HP upon entering, gives you a quest. What the quest is, it puts a marker above an enemy that's on the loop, and that it makes that enemy tougher, and then after you defeat it, quest complete. And then this can be placed to next to a village, so one on each side of the village tile. Plus 30 HP healing in adjacent villages. Spawns a scarecrow every 4 days. Scarecrows are a little bit of a pain in the butt. Oops, so there's the guard. Shut up, we have a score to settle. You can see he's doing quite a lot of damage. I don't think he'll kill us. But since we have a guard, this is basically going to take any good stuff he drops. Nonsense. This is impossible for so many reasons. I don't understand. Next time I'll try something new on this punching bag. So I survived. Give me some tiles that basically the guard took all the gear. So let's see, I cannot place this on this tile while this stupid thing is there, so but since it heals, well, a good thing to do is go like about here, I guess. You kind of want to space it, your heals out on the board. So I'm going to place this here, and that'll be my like a heal partway through the board for me. Here's another village. I do not have an Oblivion card. I am not going to place it because bandit camps are a pain in the butt. Here. So we go. Whoop. Heal me quite a bit. Hopefully no scarecrows have spawned yet. Okay, I do have an Oblivion card, so I am gonna use that. Get rid of this bandit camp. Go. So you can see that boss battle basically drained me of quite a lot of my potions. And they only get refilled at the campsite. Okay. So I have 3 now. Let's see, this is a quest. So it says quest goal plus 200% HP. So it basically doubles their HP. So quest done, it says. Here's another one. Since I have 2 villages, I get 2 quests. That gives me XP, I think. Completing quest. Let's see. Every counter heals the hero. I don't focus on counter a lot. Hero gets 8 times loot 8 XP every time a map tile is placed. That might be good. Every time the hero passes through a tile, he will heal each non-road tile around it. That would only be good near the campfire for me, I think. XP is good because that would unlock more traits quickly. As you can see, that separate card did not disappear. That's that one trait I've got. Put you there. Here. Oh, got another one. There. You just not wanting to leave, are you? Okay. 6. Let's just, okay, I'll keep what I got. Let's defense, pure damage, regen per second. What do I got now? 3? I'll keep that shield aside for now. Let's go get something better. Less damage, no, I'll keep that. Road lantern, here we go. Trying to see. I think I might do something like this because those scarecrows, like I said, do kind of become a pain in the butt. That's just pure damage. Okay. Need some Oblivion cards so I can get rid of some of the Lynch's Palaces near the start. That's where I tend to put a lot of my tiles, since I have those archers. Look how I got that now. Same, better regen per second, and then vampires. Yeah, let's change that out. What do we got now? So this can change out the traits option. Every morning the hero's sword is filled with sunlight, causing the next attack to deal times 2 damage to all. Blind raids when the hero's health falls below 20%. May attack 4 times with 2 times attack speed once per battle. This is good for bosses. So that's only once per battle, so that wouldn't be as good. Boss. Oh, yeah, so it's once per battle, so that wouldn't be good for bosses. So look at this. So there's the thing. That was the just trait I unlocked. See, I just picked up an old frying pan from a random tile. One of the enemies escape. Oh yes, I want to say damage to all, attack speed. I'll lose my regen. No, thank you. Well, I like attack speed over. Okay, let's get to an enemy. And then I'll pause it. I'll try to pause it. Okay, let's begin back here. Go. Wait, stop. Cannot stop the stupid things from stopping. I'm trying to, okay, as you can see, I managed to get one before they killed it. You see all the attack options on the side. Each, like when we started this, we were on the first loop type. It has just basic attack. Each loop type, or each loop number type that you go after that, like after you've killed the first boss, you start on the second boss, that's the second loop type. Each enemy gains a stat here. So as you can see, now that we're on the fourth, this slime has gained 3 stats. Corrosive, so lowers your defense. Vicious body, so it can give you a debuff. Doesn't stack, but and then splashing, which gives a thick slime debuff when it dies. Does not stack. So that's another way that it makes the game harder. The further in that you go into the game. Let's see. This is 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Okay, yeah. So I should get coverage on all the spiders from the archers. See, even now, this isn't a mimic, but it will. Let's see. It can every fourth attack that the chest is hit will hurt the attacker. Gives an additional item for every non-chest ally present, so that's actually a plus, but then empty, 20% chance will be the chest will be empty. So okay, what do we have? This takes away my regen per second, but I have 6.2, so I think that's okay. Takes away regen per second. Yeah, I think I will. I don't care about evasion that much. So it's wrong then that the outposts do not change. They just take all your benefit items, and then they will also kill you or attack you if you're a necromancer. So that's attack speed and damage. It's way 2.4. Oh, let's get it. I think that's okay. Whoop. Let's get it. Trying to see. I kind of want one there. Go back there. I need some oblivion cards so I can get rid of those stupid lynch palaces. Trait. For counter 10% chance upon hit of stunning target. This is a good one if you're trying to build up your camp site back home, because hero leaves 10% of his findings in the camp when passing through the campsite, so that way if you do die on the thing, you'll have been saving some supplies as you pass through the campsite. But I don't care about supplies all that much at this point in the game, so I'm going to go with a chance to stun target as after I'm hit. This is a long let's play because I forgot how long it takes me to do a loop. Okay, what do we got? Regen per second and vampirism. Let's see. Attack speed. attack speed. So these are lower pure damage, but better regen per second. So these are the exact same. I think I will do that, get some regen per second going. Spurs. Let's see. Lower attack speed, taking away 2.4 of my regen per second. No. Middle. Middle. Oh, there's the second boss. Second boss, I think, is worse than the third boss, and you will see what I mean, because we're gonna make it there. Don't know that we'll make it through the boss. I haven't been able to lay mountains or anything else either because I haven't gotten an Oblivion card in a while. Here's the second boss. Could you please stop? I refuse to arms. These mirrors. You have a chance of hitting those instead of the boss. As you can see, my guard has already died. I don't know that I'm going to make it through yet. I did get a resurrect from the crit, that card that I have put down. See, I'm hitting these mirrors instead of the boss. And I died in battle. You can get some traits that allow you to be resurrected. Oh, I can resurrect. I think when you unlock the crit, you get that chance. So when she summons these guys, they just do so much damage. Yeah, so. Okay, so that was my run. Like I said, I have gotten to the third boss in that final loop before, but that second boss is just such a pain with the mirrors that you end up hitting instead of the boss, and it's just, and then those two angel guards, I guess you call them, they just do so much damage that even with you doing potions and stuff, it just knocks you right out of the game. So that's how that goes. I still haven't beat this game. Don't know that I'm gonna beat this game. I think because I like played it to death and I've got here and I got stuck and I'm just like, you know what? I just need to take a break from it for a while, and then I haven't been back for a while since. So, but that is Loop Hero. Please remember what I said at the beginning of the game about the issues with the developers being Russian and Steam and everything. So just keep that in mind if you're looking at this. Maybe wishlist it if you want to support the devs financially, but want to wait until all this is over. So just like add it to your Steam wish list, whatever, and then when things hopefully calm down and you know they can get paid for their actual work that they put into this game, maybe then buy it. Until then, that's it for this episode. In the next episode, I will be starting a new Let's Play series. It will be Dishonored 2, so keep an eye out for that. If you've liked this video, please hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. You can follow me on Twitter at Old Maid Games. If you'd like to be able to vote for future games that I play on the channel, you can become a patron. Patreon link is in the description below. You can also support me at streamlabs.com/oldmaidplaysgames. Thank you for watching, everybody, and I will see you in the next episode. Bye bye.